Let's turn straight to that breaking news. Just in the last few moments, it's being reported by the US media that Donald Trump's inauguration on Monday is going to be moved indoors because of the dangerously cold temperatures expected on Monday. He is expected to be sworn in, apparently, inside the US Capitol rotunda. And the inauguration parade that we also see may potentially be held inside Washington's Capital One Sports Arena. Donald Trump's transition team is being contacted. Let's go straight to Washington, straight for more on this breaking news. Nomia Iqbal is there for us. And Nomia, this is hugely unusual, but terrible temperatures expected there for Monday. So a last-minute switch of plans.
A very, very last-minute switch of plans. Yes, so just to repeat there, Donald Trump has tweeted, put on his social media, that this is in order to keep people safe. He says everyone will be happy. And basically, there is this Arctic blast that is sweeping the country. I'm just looking at the forecast now, and it is braced to be dangerously cold on Monday. Temperatures are predicted to not get much above 20 degrees Fahrenheit, and then you're going to have all the howling cold winds, and so it will very much feel like in the single digits. Yes, it is very unusual. The last time that this happened, when the inauguration was moved inside, was Ronald Reagan's in 1985. Donald Trump does mention that in his social media post. So exactly, it'll be obviously hugely stressful, I imagine, for organisers to get on top of that. But yes, Donald Trump has confirmed that the inauguration will take place indoors on Monday.
I was reading only the last couple of days because there's been a lot of attention about this inauguration as the temperatures drop. And looking at the history books, it was William Harrison, of course, back in 1841, the shortest presidency, because he died a month after the inauguration with a very similar thing, freezing temperatures. He stood there for a couple of hours without a coat, without a hat, and then caught pneumonia. So that is what the history books tell us. In terms of Donald Trump, he has apparently been talking on social media, saying he's ordered the inauguration address to be delivered inside the Capitol rotunda, but also saying, I will join the crowds at Capital One after my swearing in. You touched on it, though. I mean, in terms of the organisation, it is a logistical nightmare, isn't it?
It really is. I mean, at first, when we heard that there were rumours that the inauguration could move indoors, at first I thought, could it be inside the White House? Could it take place inside the White House? And if you're the moving company, that's one heck of a nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't really have much time to move Joe Biden's stuff out and then to move Donald Trump's in. But as you mentioned there, it is inside the Capitol, the rotunda. And I was here for the Joe Biden inauguration 4 years ago, and that was freezing. It's always really cold, but it is predicted to be much colder. I think it will be even colder than it was during Barack Obama's inauguration. I wasn't here for that, but that was in 2009. And the high temperatures was 30 degrees Fahrenheit, the low 19, and there were wind chills that were, that were unbearable. And so, yes, this decision couldn't have been taken lightly, I imagine, but it's, quite something for this to happen just a few days before the inauguration takes place.
It really is, because it's not just the incoming president that those organisers have to worry about. It's all those dignitaries and guests and world leaders that now have to be taken to a separate place. So I'm sure more of those details will emerge over the next little while. That news has only just broken.